the Canned Wine Podcast, where we open cans of wine and talk about it. And this season, we are taking you on a cantastic journey. And our cantastic journey takes you to the homeland, back to Canada this episode. But before we get into that, let's talk about our wine nerd word of the week, which is acetal. Now this big word that has a big concept. And it is an aromatic compound that's found in wine that's undergone malolactic fermentation. Now, if you remember, this is quite common in many wines, and it helps to create a buttery taste that is brought on by the diacetyl organic compound. So that is our wine nerd word of the week, and that brings us in our journey back to Canada and Montreal, to be specifically, to the Keep Calm and Laugh. But we have a guest this week. Are you there, Jamie?
Here I am. Hi there.
Can you introduce our can of the week?
Absolutely. I have in my hand is called Keep Calm and Laugh, the Sauvignon Blanc. It's a 250 milliliter can, and it's 13% alcohol by volume.
And just to give you guys a little peek behind the process, as we say in Canada, not that I'm in Canada, but that's the way they say it. Usually I'll find a wine and then I'll get samples to some of our producers like Jamie or Kenny or even Catherine in Regina, who's recovering but still not feeling great. So hope you're feeling a little better, because we got lots of wine for those people all to open. But this particular wine was brought to my attention by Jamie, who said, hey, look at this, I found this at the MLCC, and on a recent trip up there we discussed the possibility of opening it together. So he had a can and I picked up a can as well. The MLCC, which is the Manitoba Liquor Control Commission, the state entity that sells liquor in Manitoba, didn't have a lot of cans. But they did have this one, and they had this one in a rosé as well. So we've got it, and we brought it to you, and that's how we found it. An unusual way to do it, but we're glad that we found it. And what can we tell you about it? Well, not a lot of information on this on the internet. I know you were looking as well, weren't you, Jamie?
That's right. Yeah, I didn't find much at all.
Now, the Liquor Commission says that it's a product of Station 22 wines, and from what we read on the can, it says it's an international blend from imported wines. So what can happen is they might maybe bought some international bulk wines and then canned it into this very accessible format and put it out across Canada. I did notice when we were in Canada, as a result of the tariff situation, there are no American wines, so there was quite a number of international wines and some Canadian wines. And we've had a number of Canadian wines on the podcast, and some of them have been real good. I know you were one of the participants in our Arbor Day rosé opening, and that was a Point Pile wine, and that was quite good. Did you enjoy that one, Jamie?
I did very much, yes. Lovely.
Yeah. Now this is a Sauvignon Blanc, so we'll assume, even though it is an international assemblage, that it has Sauvignon Blanc in it, and a certain percentage. I know in America, I think it's 75% of the grapes have to come from the variety that they say. So it does contain sulfites. That's typical in most wines. And it says Keep Calm, Montreal, Quebec. And there's a postal code there if anybody's interested. But I think I found them on Instagram, and I sent them a message as well, like an in-message. Hadn't heard back from them, but that doesn't stop us from opening it and seeing what this is all about. Right, James?
Yeah, I'm interested to see what it's all about.
Well, without any further ado, as we do on the Canned Wine Podcast, let's open this can of wine and continue to talk about it. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
Yellow color.
Yeah, no carbonation. I would say this is a full straw. I would give it a full straw. It's a very nice yellow color. I'm smelling white fruits. And Sauvignon Blanc has a certain set of smells. And I'm smelling those. A decent wine. Fairly dry. A little bit spicy, bit of a lingering spice to it.
I am surprised by the dryness. I thought it'd be more sweet than this.
Yeah.
I like it.
I don't taste much smokiness. I do taste fairly fruity. It's a fairly light-bodied wine, if I had to characterize it that way. I'm tasting citrus notes as they recommend. I'm not quite sure passion fruit. I wouldn't go there, but
A bit of a stretch, yeah, I think, but
maybe a slight
I like
slight peachiness and almost a peppery taste too.
I can see it as it says on the can. It can be paired well with sushi or fish, and I can certainly see that. I think it'd be
Yeah,
excellent pairing.
or as before a meal. I think this would be excellent before a meal.
Sure, an aperitif, yeah.
Yeah. Are you?
After, yeah.
What are you pairing it with? Will you be pairing it with something this evening, or?
A little late already, but maybe some fruit would be nice. I don't have any fish in the house, but
Thinking we have a broccoli salad, and I'm planning on having a. It's probably a little bit too heavy for this, but I'm having a pulled pork sandwich as well. So kind of a mashed together today, but I do have a really nice broccoli salad that would be very good with this.
yeah, it's an odd meal we had tonight. It's called a dill pickle pasta salad, which was better than it sounds. You could actually pair up with that, surprisingly enough.
I could see that working very well.
So,
And our shout out, of course, we'd like to say thanks to Jamie for finding this, and keep digging. I know there's a couple of private wine stores in Winnipeg that are rumored to have cans, and I did not have time to get there. I know we really enjoyed that strange Vietnamese restaurant we went to in the car dealership. That was a unique experience. And this probably would go all right with the banh mi, come to think of it.
yeah.
Although,
It's very, very mild aftertaste of mine.
yeah, I'm enjoying it. And this 250 ml, it seems like a small can to me, but I'm a little bit. I'd have to measure it up. This looks more like a 183, but maybe I'm just not looking at it right. It's a little bit fatter than some of them, but
Great.
So yeah, I give a shout out to you. Thanks a lot, Jamie. It was great to see you when we were recently up in Winnipeg and picked these up. I got these at the Brandon Liquor Store, the MLCC on 10th Street, and the people there are very helpful, and they have online tracking. So if they don't have it in your store, they can find out where it is. I also picked up a couple of other cans that we'll be featuring as we go on, and then when we do our roundup of the rosé in spring, we'll have to get you back to try that one. So keep it in the basement. It's an excellent place to keep these things, and they do keep for a while. So that would be good. Also, a shout out to our friends in Port Protection. We watched that storm, and hope you all survived it. We had a really couple of windy days here. It was a nor'easter came through, and we had 55-mile-an-hour east winds. That caused some tree failures. Big cottonwood fell down on somebody's house. We got to go clean that up. And then immediately the day after, the wind shift out of the west to 55 again, which is a mile an hour, so that's pretty strong. I know Manitoba today had wind warnings out for almost that kind of wind, but 55 from the west and north here usually doesn't have much damage, but I had a large black locust come down, and it caused a lot of damage. We weren't even able to get close to it because it fell on the power wires, and Consolidated Edison has to deal with that until it's something we can get to. So the seasons are changing, and today was the time changing. So as Mr. Dillon said, the times they are changing, and hopefully the weather is friendly to us this winter, because it can get pretty nasty. Not nasty as it gets up in Gimli where you are, right, Jamie?
No, we had a pretty strong wind today, and it was from the south, which was blowing in better weather.
Oh.
It's been cold. Now it's a little bit warmer, but it's still, because of the wind, it's still kind of miserable out there.
I hear you. But let's all drink to a mild winter, whether you're in Port Protection, Gimli, or in New York, where I am, because we need the moisture, but the winds and damage we could definitely do without. So
Here, salute.
Yep. Cheers. Friend Kent, who was the other participant in our interesting Vietnamese food in a car dealership restaurant. That place was called Old Saigon, New Saigon. The New Saigon restaurant at, what was that, Vickers Ford?
Yeah.
Vickers Ford on North Main. Just kind of a random, picked it out of Google, went in. I'll tell you, that auntie that was cooking there, she obviously was Vietnamese, but she gave us some very authentic Vietnamese food in an unusual location. It was kind of the cafeteria in a car dealership. Okay, but I found it to be quite tasty. So give her a shout out, and a shout to Kent, who's yeah, Kent's YouTube is at Pile of Stuff, and every week he's doing something similar to what we do. He opens a can of beer and talks about it briefly before he repairs something or does something cool with electronics. So if you're a hobbyist, check out Kent at Pile of Stuff. Well worth your time. And when I went to the MLCC, they have a wall. They have a literal wall of craft beer. You've been there, right, Jamie? I mean, obviously.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And there's no shortage of craft beer in Manitoba. It's fantastic. I wish they just had a wall of craft wine. That would be even better, because I know they're out there. They just need to get it together, and people need to get up and enjoy their wine. Now that kind of wraps it up for us here. We appreciate that Jamie found this wine. That's fantastic. And was able to come and meet us here. I know we had some trouble with some logistics, missing phones, and then I couldn't find my phone tonight, but we got it together at the end of the weekend rather than the beginning. So great episode. Our head scratcher for this week is what little we know about this can. Where does the organization that bottles it or cans it, where are they from? What's the name of that town? And I'll tell you, that's a great town, a great wine town, and one that is about 5 hours from me if I put the pedal to the metal, as they say. So I look forward to your answers. I know, Jamie, you gave us an answer on YouTube. Appreciate those comments. Your swag is in the mail, as always. I hope you're enjoying your hat. I took the hats that needed to be logoed down to the seamstress, and she's busy working away on it, so they should be back on the street soon. So that will be good. I'll be wearing it at the next episode. Right now I'm wearing the Mendocino County cap, which is a one that's going out to Alan Green of the International Canned Wine Competition. And I'll be hanging on to this can for you, Alan, because I know you don't have this one. He's a big fan of Canadian cans, so I'll be sending it to him in a care package with the cans so that he can add them to his probably one of the largest collections of canned wine cans in the world. So that's it. The Canned Wine Podcast is where we open cans of wine and talk about it. Just because this wine comes in a can, don't drink and drive. Enjoy responsibly. Sit at home like we are. And enjoy a can of wine with your friends, talking about wherever you happen to be going. So, as always, thank you for enjoying the Canned Wine Podcast, and it is a Center Stage production.